Where are you now, innocent George Floyd? When are you now, darling boy, Allah? Are you stumbling with Christ on the Via Dolorosa Road? In the open-air jail where Zionistic clowns rule? Are you kicking and screaming and begging for air? Close to the garbage where Iyad was shot dead, in the sidewalk graveyard for many like him. And it's a hard, it's a hard, it's a hard, it's hard, it's hard to be slain by the powers to be. And when will you see my blue-eyed son? When will you see my darling young one? The masters of war are still very much alive, in ghettos and states where freedom should reign, expressing their regret for the children that have died, and making false statements that justice would be served, till the matter lands up in the hands of a fat judge, who has ever had been bribed by the men in their suits. And the guns and sharp swords remains in hands of young children. And it's a hard, it's a hard, it's a hard, it's a hard, it's hard to be slain by the powers to be. Where are you now, innocent George Floyd? When are you now, darling boy, Allah? You wanted to become a chef for your dad, who could not even tell if I was Arab or Jew. Gun with 10 shots while the caretaker screams, while days before that old Floyd begged for air. But the knees of the dogs are tireless and cruel, as they make citizens pay for nothing at all. And the executioner's face is as always well hidden. And it's a hard, it's a hard, it's a hard, it's hard, it's hard to be slain by the powers to be. Where did you meet my blue-eyed son? And who did you meet, my darling young one? I met a young man on our way to our heaven. I met a black man just walking beside him, chatting and laughing like nothing much happened, with holes in his chest and bruises in his neck. I asked them whether they think this hatred will end, and they said that very answer is blowing in the wind. And it's a hard, it's a hard, it's a hard, it's hard, it's hard to be slain by the powers to be. And what will you do now, my blue-eyed son? What will you do now, my darling young one? Will you keep fingers crossed that this racism will end? Or will you stand up and fight for the children that have died? For their land had been lost and their hands are still empty. And for me all these promises seem pretty much empty, when the powers to be continue building these walls, and the pigs in their suits create viruses and cures, and the spirit of all oneness is broken and torn. And it's a hard, it's a hard, it's a hard, it is hard. It's hard to be slain by the powers to be.